What's up, guys, and welcome back to Empire Total War, where last week we did an amazing job of losing all of this, but we took Vienna, which, if the game would keep up, was our primary target. We came over here to try and take Vienna. We're trying to take the Austrians out of the game entirely, and so far we're doing an alright job at it. They only have a few small armies here and there. They still have Bulgaria down here. I don't know how many men they have, but I doubt it's too many. But they've somehow managed to swindle themselves Prague, so that's an issue. So we might sort of jump at the option of taking Prague as well, because given it's another pretty decent sized city, it'd be nice to have. I think the Prussians will be trying to take that off of the Austrians because they're both at war, and it's probably not long before the Austrians lose it. So I might, in the next turn or so, just make a desperate attempt to try and take Prague as well. But if we don't, then it's not really a big loss. I think our main sort of target this week is try and take back all of this territory that we lost in the process of taking Vienna. So we'll try and go and take all this back. It's all rebel held, so we'll hopefully have a pretty easy time of doing that. But yeah, that's pretty much, I think, our main focus for this week. Meanwhile, over in the Caribbean, we did in fact take Jamaica back last week. So that is something that we really needed to kind of do. And I think we're probably just going to have to stop. There's not much else we can do over here. I think we could possibly go and take Dutch Guiana from the Dutch, and we could also possibly look at taking on Mexico. Now I think I checked last week and Mexico didn't have any allies, and we'll see if that's still the same case. So yeah, they've still got no allies. They are protectorate of the Plains nations, which well, I don't even know who they are. Let's see. Let's find the Plains nations. Where are you? What have you got? What is your territory? Apparently nothing. Nothing I can see anyway. Are you up here? I don't know. Right, well, whatever. They don't seem to exist too much. Is it these guys? No, that's the American. Who? Wait! When? At what point did Austria get New Mexico? What is that? How? Right, okay, whatever. So that might be that's the 5 nations. That might be something we need to go and take. I'm not sure how to get there though, because it's alright. There's the Plains nations. They're right up there. How do I even get there? That's like a 5-day walk just to get across from here to here. Never mind the fact that we need to declare war on somebody to actually get across to that position in the first place. So yeah, it looks like Austria are just going to have that for the time being. I think if we take out the rest of the Austrian territory, that might just collapse anyway, so I don't think it's that big a deal, but kind of interesting they've just somehow managed to swindle New Mexico from someone, so that's a thing. Anyway, yeah, I'm not really sure what else to do. I'll check, make sure we're replenishing and fixing everybody. We are replenishing. Good, right, okay, so I think we'll just end turn, maybe 2 turns, and then we'll see what happens, but I'm hoping to try and take Prague in a turn or so, in a couple of turns. So we'll end turn now. There's been a raid in Graz, unfortunately. So not much happened really. The Austrians kind of moved about a little bit, but that was about it. They didn't really attempt to take anything back. So they're just, I think they're kind of looking to come and try and take us, which probably isn't going to work given that they've got 3 units in total around here. There's a Magyar rebels. Okay, right, well, that's fun. So some Hungarian rebels have appeared, so we're probably gonna have to deal with that at some point, which might be a bit of an issue given that we only have a few men in here. Although these 2 places are close enough that I think they reinforce each other, so it shouldn't be too easy for them to come and take this place. But I think we'll just start doing some recruiting. We'll get some gnomes. We'll get this boy because he's got a big white suit, and we'll just start recruiting a ton of folk. Right, so I don't think there's much else to do, to be honest. I've got everybody replenishing, and we're recruiting a ton more folks, so we'll see what happens, and we'll just end turn again. Right, so we have been attacked. Big Zvalai Clara, yeah, he's attacked us. And for some reason, even though when we attacked Presburg, Vienna reinforced them, whereas this time, Vienna, where are you? None of our boys from Vienna are reinforcing us. We've got 607 men against, well, double that. So, yeah, I'm going to fight this myself. We have walls, so we'll try and make the most of that. But yeah, it's not looking like it's going to be too easy a battle, so we'll see what happens. But even if we lose it, to be honest, we can just take it back again with the people we have in Vienna. But I'm just annoyed, really, that Vienna's sitting there doing absolutely nothing about this, and when we attacked Pressburg, Vienna were all over that. Right, so all of our lads are on the walls. Which way are they coming from? I'm expecting that direction over there somewhere. So I think we'll just try and man the cannons as best we can. Alright, let's just start this. So they are in fact coming from that direction. Yeah, I think we'll just leave these guys. I don't know. We'll watch, we'll see what they're going to do. I don't think they're rebels, so they probably don't have the greatest of tactics. They're probably just going to run straight at us, which is exactly what they look like they're doing. Bringing these guys round to stop these guys from taking the gate. Well, these guys are already thinking of run away. In fact, they are running away. Those guys are running away as well. That's the thing with rebels, is it's very easy to just get them to run away. Like, they're very unorganized, and they'll just clear off as soon as anything starts going a bit wrong. Like, they just don't have any sort of leaders. I'm guessing these guys are like pikemen or something, because they've not made any... Yeah, pikemen. Not made any attempt to try and get on the wall whatsoever, and it's because they can't. Oh, these guys regrouped and decided that they're going to come back again. As of these guys, actually, they run away and then they just decide, nah, actually, we'll just come back. And now they're getting absolutely done in, and they're thinking of running away again because they're getting completely done in. Like, either just commit and try and get up the wall, or run away. Just don't do like both. That just doesn't work. Oh, we've murdered the enemy general. Finally. Right, let's just get our cavalry to charge these guys, which will definitely get them to run away. They're already thinking about it. They just all collapsed. They just fell over. They weren't even near anyone, they just fell. They're playing dead. Go and get them, come on. These guys are not dead, they just collapsed. Now, how many left of these guys? 15 of 180. Not a great outcome for them. To be honest, I'm surprised this battle's still going on. I mean, they have no way of getting inside the fort, so I think we just need to wait on all these guys running away that can still get in the fort, but it's yeah, it's just a matter of time now, I think. Right, well, that's them killed. Right, heroic victory. It wasn't too difficult, given that all of them just, like, they ran towards our fort, got completely bombarded with cannonballs and musket fire, and then cleared off. Not exactly great tactics. We lost 24 people. They lost 470. I'm amazed they still have 700. I mean, to be honest, about 600 of that are pikemen. But, like, you know, still, pretty awful attempt to try and take Pressburg from us, so they can clear off. We'll have to replenish now as well. We've recruited a general, not a general, an agent. Got ourselves a new boy. Good old gentleman. Well, we'll stick you in there. Let's do a duel. 55% of killing this boy. Go on, let's get him. Sit back, relax, and see how this turns out. Not that we really know until the end, because it makes absolutely no sense. It just changes whichever side you're on. So the lad's stumbled. He's been stabbed. He's been slit. Is that us? Are we dead? Are we alive? Who knows? But the guy is now alive after having fallen on a sword and then had his guts cut clean open. He's completely fine and he's run away. Good. So we won. That was absolutely terrible. Honestly, I don't know who they paid to make those bloody cutscenes, but whoever it was, they paid far too much. Anyway, right, so this place needs fixed because it's been raided again. Right, so Vienna is now fully replenished. We have a load more men. We need to now start replenishing these guys as well. What I'll do is I'm actually going to send this unit up here. Okay, so Prague is pretty well defended by the looks of things. We have an agent, don't we? Where is he? A rake. Nickel Emerson. Get yourself in there. Go and infiltrate. Mission successful. Right, now we can see what their army looks like. So it's pretty well battle scarred. There's a few units, like these guys are less than half what they could be. There's only 21 of them. So yeah, I think they're pretty heavily battle scarred. I'm guessing the Prussians here have been sort of attacking them every now and then, but we could possibly do something here. I think we could quite easily take that, but I'm not wanting to leave Vienna completely undefended, so we're not going to just gung-ho go for it. We're going to recruit a second army. And given that we can recruit 6 units at a time here, then it shouldn't take too long for us to get plenty of men together. Right, what I'm going to do actually is I'm just going to send these 4 units, I'm just going to put them in Presburg just to protect it from these rebels when they come back. But I don't see them doing anything given they're all pikemen still, but it's worth just making sure that the men we have in here are capable of keeping it from whatever turns up. So yeah, it should keep it nice and secure for the time being, and I think we'll just end turn again because we've got literally nothing to do. Right, so Toth Aranka has taken over with he's got 5 men in his unit. 5. Anyway, he's taken over. So he's now back with 700 men. We've got 1,341 this time, so we're just going to auto-resolve this. Obviously win. We did lose more men than we probably should have done, given that they only had really pikemen and like a few others. But we killed 491 of them. Still got 209 remaining, so we'll see. Yeah, they're still alive for now, but hopefully we can take them out in no time. Now Austria's rebelled, for goodness sake. These Austrian rebels have just appeared. I mean, they're not going to be able to take Vienna off us, but that's just a pain in the arse, isn't it? Anyway, shall replenish these guys again. What is public order here like, anyway? -4. We're not even taxing them. And it's -4. Right, well, we've got nothing again to do, so we're just going to end turn yet again and see what happens. I'm guessing we'll probably get attacked by that Austrian rebel army. They'll probably attack Vienna, but I don't think they're going to do anything, given that we've got a full army and an extra one just beside it as well, so I don't see them taking it in any way whatsoever. Right, so we have been attacked, but both this boy's back, he's just besieged us this time rather than actually attacking us, and the Austrians have rocked up with Leopard Richter, what a name, 945 men. We have, well, 111, which is pretty poor, but we do have 2,121 in reinforcements, so we've pretty much got a guaranteed win on our hands. So we shall auto-resolve. We do lose 268, which is unfortunate, but we killed all of them. Big Leopard Richter has nothing. Nothing left. He's in the ground, so we've murdered all of them, put that rebellion to an end. We've recruited another agent. Ourselves a minister, or modest, what is it? A missionary, that's the one. Ourselves a missionary. We shall see off these rebels that have popped themselves back up here again. Big Dobos Peter with his 387. I don't know where he keeps finding these people, but anyway, Baxter Gordon still here. Why is it showing us as having a 50-50% chance? We have 3 times as many men as them. 3 times as many men as them, and it's giving walls, and it's giving us a 50%. You know, right? Fine, we'll do it ourselves. We'll just do it ourselves again and make sure. I guarantee you we'll lose about 4 people, but we'll manage to kill all of them. And a bloody 50-50 battle, my arse. Right, so it's a wet day in Presburg. Right, why are you all down here?
Sorry, I'm not sure.
I did not ask Alexa a question, so don't fucking pop up answering anything. Anyway, right. So yeah, I don't know why these guys are down here. Can you not? You can go on the walls. Why would we put everybody we've got in the center of the fort when they're outside the wall? Like, what kind of moronic like leadership is that? Anyway, shall take everybody. Shall put them all along the walls. We've got a bunch of them outside. I was going to say, like, that was not all these men. So, oh, for goodness sake, like, honestly, Empire, what are you doing? Right. So I think this setup is far more efficient. We've still got people outside the wall. What is going on? Put you on that wall then. Right, now! Anybody else not fancying being inside the fort? No? Everybody's in. Good. Right, and they're on the walls, which is where they should have been to begin with, but we shall start this. So there they are. The three units of pikemen. Oh, for the, like, love of God. Like, so they're not even going to attack us. They're just going to stand there. Right, well in that case, we shall waste a bunch of time shooting them with cannons, hopefully trying to hit them, take out 1 or 2, and then we'll just send all of our men to go and do a full frontal and just try and take them all out. Also, can I point out the fact that it was giving us a 50-50% chance, and we start with a balance of power rating of about 90%. At what point was this ever a 50-50 battle? Like, honestly, Empire, you're just making it up as you go along now. Anyway, back to the bombardment. Right, so it's now been 40 minutes, pretty much. I mean, it's sped up, but it's still been 40 minutes of battle time. And we've done very little on the way down. I mean, we have taken some of them out, but it hasn't been anywhere near enough. So, we're just going to grab everybody. Ah, that didn't work. Let's grab everybody and line them up. So I'll just bring everybody out, line them up over here. Right, so we have everybody in the line. So we shall just keep moving our line forward until we can, well, shoot these guys in the face. It's kind of unfortunate they're on a bit of a mound, because that's just behind a bit of a mound. It means that we have to get pretty close before we can actually see them. But that is something we're just going to have to deal with. What I might do is just bring these guys over here. And these guys over here. Just sort of do a bit of an encapsulate. I don't really know what I'm doing. Just sort of surrounding them in some sort of fashion. And shoot the bastards. These guys are grenadiers, so just throw some grenades. No, it's going to work because they're coming towards us and we're just going to overthrow them as usual. And they're already running away. Excellent. If we just do the same with these guys and the same with these guys, I think we're golden. I have no idea why nobody's shooting. They're all just kind of standing waiting to be attacked, but well, if everybody wants to use their swords, then let's just go and use our swords. I really don't have any preference to this situation whatsoever, as long as they all die. And now they're trying to retreat back into the group of our men that are just charging in behind. We shall just end this because it's taking far too long. 50 minutes. I mean, it wasn't really 50 minutes because we sped the game up, but still, they just stood there for absolute ages, and our cannons were absolutely abysmal at being accurate. But anyway, we have managed to kill all of the remaining Hungarian rebels that popped up. Was it? Yeah, it was the Hungarian rebels, wasn't it? Yep. So big Dobos Peter has lost 387. He lost everybody, and we lost 32. More than I thought we would lose, but that was because they just didn't bother attacking us at all, to be honest. So anyway, we've cleared out the Hungarian rebels, and we've cleared out the Austrian rebels, which means that we're now free to try and do something about these Austrians here. So I think what we'll do is we're still recruiting. No, we're not. But we will still be recruiting. Right, recruit some more, and we'll recruit some more white men. That came out wrong. White jacketed men, and we'll recruit some more gnomes. We don't need some clansmen because they're a waste of time. Right, so we'll just keep recruiting a few more men. I think in another turn we should have an army big enough to go and take on these guys. So that is the plan. Right. So our army is now looking much, much bigger. I might actually just give it one more turn, to be honest, because then we'll have even more men recruited, and we'll have these four. We'll just add another couple of units to the train, and we'll have these guys will all be replenished. These guys should hopefully, actually I might have forgotten, yeah, I forgot to replenish. Right, we'll replenish them as well, but they don't really matter. So we'll now have these guys plus another like 5 or 6 units, plus these guys, plus anybody else we want to take, and we'll go and take on Prague in about 1 turn's time. And given that we have nothing else better to be doing with our time, then we'll just do that now. Solid movement tactics there by the Spanish. But bloody, this has happened. Literally every turn the Swedish have come asking for improved fishery, seed planting drill, in turn for puddling furnace, and 1,000 coins, or near enough 1,000 coins. Like, every single turn they have come in with this offer, which I just do not want to take, because it's just a waste of time for everybody. We've been raided by... We've got some Dutch! There's a bunch of Dutch in England. When did this happen? How did they even escape from here? Like, look at the amount of, like, they're at war with the Danish, and they've somehow managed to get themselves out of there and come across and get to here. I think they might have brought this fleet, which is quite a quite an impressive fleet. I think they might have brought it all the way from the south of, like South America. It's the only other place they could possibly have brought it. So they have been raiding everything. So we shall, well, we'll just go deal with them then, shall we? It's just over 50. Oh, we'll resolve that. So we do win. It's pretty evident we're going to win. We had 500 more men than them. We did lose 772, which is quite a lot. But we killed 911 of their 1,200 men. So they only have 307 remaining. They've cleared off up north. So, well, they're into Wales now. So we'll just stick our men back in London. We shall replenish them. And we shall start fixing all of the rubbish that they've bloody well set on fire over the last, like, 2 turns. Right, so back in Vienna, what have we got? We've got almost a full-sized army, and we've got ourselves a general. And we'll group up with these guys, which gives us 1 extra unit, and we'll take these guys? Possibly, what have we got? We take some Irish, or actually, I'll take some cavalry, that might be quite useful. Take some cavalry with us, stick that in there, and we shall go and take Prague in a turn's time when we can actually reach it, given that we're about 3 inches away from its walls, but we can't actually attack it. So that's unfortunate. But we'll give it 1 more turn. In fact, what I might do is I might just take this second. There's not really any threats around here too much, so we'll just take this half this army as well, and just bring it down here. And if we attack, do they join? They do join us. Good. And it's given us a pretty significant chance of victory. They have 1,500, well, 1,600 men. We have 1,260, Glen Tate, 1,260 men, plus another 2,067 in reserve. So we have an absolute ton of men, over 3,000 men, over double what they've got. So anyway, we'll auto-resolve this. We kill all of them, and we only lost 402 people. That is outrageous. Anyway, we have successfully taken Prague. So that's another territory from the Austrians gained. I'm amazed the Austrians are still alive. To be honest, they only have Bulgaria and that place in America that they've somehow managed to gain themselves. So yeah, that's interesting to say the least. But we shall replenish these men, and we shall also replenish these men, and then I think well, we would replenish. Why can we not replenish them? Right, well, apparently we can't replenish these guys. Anyway, right, so we'll take this army that we've got selected and we'll bring them back down, and I think we'll use these guys to actually take all of this back in next week's video. So yeah, I'm going to call it a week. It's been a pretty successful week. We've, well, I say pretty successful week. We've not really done much. It's been a lot of end turns and a lot of just seeing off rebel and Austrian armies, but in the end, we have still got what we started with. We're in a better position because we now have Prague as well, and the Austrians are pretty much teetering on the edge of a cliff of like absolute demise. So yeah, they're not going to be around much longer, and I think if we can get rid of all this and Sofia, then that will see them gone. So yeah, it's been a pretty decent week. Not as great as the week previous to that or the week before that, and for that matter of fact, but we've still gained the territory, and we've made sure that we've not lost anything in the process. So yeah, I'm going to call it a week. If you've enjoyed this video, then give it a thumbs up and subscribe as well if you're new around here. And I'll catch you guys next week, where we'll try and take out the rest of this territory. But until then, cheerio.